Yeah, I wanted to talk about the original source code for Xbox being leaked.
Hmm.
So this is just really interesting because uh, I never personally owned an original Xbox. I think I got into it around the 360 era, but with this source code being leaked, now a lot of games that were on the original Xbox will be able to be played through new emulators.
Hmm.
So, for those of you who are not aware of what an emulator is, it's literally just think about a video game console, but just on your phone or on your computer. It's the entire console that you can play like it's the actual thing, but it's just on your computer. And they were saying that emulators thus far haven't been great. I think the article says, let me just pull this up. I think it says around 80 of the original games, yeah, unofficial emulators try to replicate the original source code, but only 40 games have limited emulation support compared to the 900 games available. So what this leaked source code might end up doing is making some of your favorite original Xbox games available to play for the first time in years. I think the Xbox One and a few of the other generation Xbox consoles does have backward compatibility, so you can play these old games. But like if you don't have an Xbox One, then you're kind of out of luck. So this would just increase the support potentially. I did see a couple of comments on the Reddit posts from YouTubers describing why developers might like not use this source code, but potentially it has the potential to unlock all the games, all the original Xbox games, which is like it's pretty cool for your uh, gamer looking for a little bit of nostalgia. You have any?
So I did read the article. I thought it was pretty interesting, and like you said, it. So the I was what really surprised me about the information you presented was I didn't realize there was such limited support for original Xbox games. Like the existing emulators were just not like I think this article says something about I'm trying to find the information here. Something about like yeah, the best emulators can only emulate about 40 games from the
Yeah,
original Xbox or something like that. And yeah, it's just that's just I mean that's interesting and surprising. I'm curious why Microsoft hasn't made like a an official emulator for on their PC for original Xbox games. I saw on their emulators exist for the Xbox One consoles, but not for the PC. So I'm just surprised that Microsoft hasn't done something like that.
yeah. I think it's. I think them doing that would be a good amount of fan service, especially it's like a loyal Xbox fans who have classics that they can't play anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think I don't know. I think maybe charging like, or actually, if you have the Xbox Live feature, which allows you to play online with friends,
Mm-hmm.
I think having an additional feature that comes with it of you being able to play this emulator with old games, that'd be cool. I mean, yeah, you can play it on your Xbox, but if you don't want to upgrade to the new Xbox, then
Yeah, it's so I think it's kind of crazy because Microsoft Microsoft has a lot. Microsoft doesn't do well in the doesn't do well in the gaming market as it is compared to Sony and
really,
yeah. So there are only three major players in the gaming console industry, right?
there's Google Stadia.
No, not even that. It's Nintendo. People forget about Nintendo. I think a lot of people use the Wii U and the Wii and
No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft.
I was really just like, man, is Senior Codes here not much of a gamer as he claims to be? What's going
No,
on?
Stadia is the future, man. Cloud computing, gaming, it's taking off, man. They have so many old early adopters, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I do have a slight story about that. Yeah, I mean, Microsoft, compared to Nintendo and Sony, Microsoft is the only American competitor to these Japanese competitors and stuff. And these guys get, Japan, they have a huge gaming culture there, and their companies, Sony and Nintendo, they get gaming. Microsoft gets software to their credit, but they still struggle, this in my opinion, to get gaming correctly. And I think, to your point, if they introduced emulation support on the PC, this would go a long way in getting gamer support for future Xbox related services or products.
Yeah, and they might just and I don't know about their emulators. I doubt that they have one, but they very well might. But I do agree that if it was readily available and easily accessible to people, then it would help them out a lot. Yeah.
Yep. So